Welcome back to another episode of Excalibur CCG TV's Talking Comics. I am one of your hosts. I'm Randy, and he is your other host.
Mark.
You're going with that name for this year?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's still this year. We're still in 2017.
For the year 2018, you're going with the name Mark.
I'll think of something different.
Bjorn.
Ragnar.
Ragnar. There you go. Each week we come to you guys talking about the books that will be on the shelf that are new for that particular week. The week we're talking about is a new year. New week, because it's always a new week.
Yeah.
We're talking about January 3rd, 2018. It seems like this year's already flying by.
It does.
It's a throwback to a classic Chris line. Where is he?
Yeah, where is Chris?
For the year 2018, where is Chris? I hear he's supposed to be exploring Mars, so he's going to be gone for a little bit.
I think he's exploring
Yes. Yes, indeed. On that note, goodbye. Now, if you guys have not stopped by the shop before, you know how to get in touch with us by now. Hopefully, you can do it two ways. You can go to our website, ExcaliburCCG.com, or you can go to our Facebook page. You can find directions. You can find phone numbers. Either way, we can help you get to this store or to our location in Texarkana, Texas. We're in Shreveport, Louisiana. No announcements to be had here, other than it's a new year.
Yep. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All that good stuff.
Yeah. Hope you guys didn't get too wild and crazy.
I hope you did.
Or if you did, that you survived. And regret it.
Just like I used to do.
So many regrets.
Every day.
Every day. Every day was a new year for you.
Yes, it was.
There you go. With no announcements there, we're going to just dive right into the comics. I think it's kind of a light week because we did have a fifth week in December, and so they were able to spread things out a little more. I'll start us off. One of the big books that's coming out is Batman and the Signal #1. This is Scott Snyder, and he's teaming up with a new writer, Tony Patrick. I think this is kind of his thing that he does these days, is he helps acclimate the people to the writing style for comics. They are joined by the awesome talent of Coley Hamner.
Coley Hamner would be always great to Coley Hamner.
Love his stuff. It can be very simplistic looking, but it looks great.
Yeah.
Duke Thomas has been training for months, because that's all it takes, is training for months, and he is ready to take on the Gotham villains that are going to plague the day.
With possibly the stupidest name ever conceived.
So, why not Batman? Why is he not out there fighting these villains?
He sleeps during the day.
Because he is the Knight.
That's right.
So Duke is going to suit up as the Signal, and he is going to show why he is capable of being Batman's daytime partner and nighttime love. Wasn't that one of their old country songs? Daytime friends and nighttime lovers.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
We didn't sing it, so it's not copyright infringement. But this new series is happening now. I think it's been delayed a little bit, but it's finally here, and they are calling it a dark metal tie-in. So,
okay.
Make sure you pick that up if you've been picking up the metal books.
That's right.
There's that part too. I'm interested to see who this one's from, because I didn't know. Yours.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, Archie Comics. Cosmo #1 by Ian Flynn and Tracy Yardley. This is a new ongoing series. Space Aces Part 1. Get ready for out-of-this-world fun in the all-new sci-fi adventure series Cosmo. Join Cosmo and his Martian crew as they find adventure and dangers in the deepest corners of space. Their latest mission turns into a much larger adventure when they stumble upon their most unique specimen yet, a panicked human. Human. I don't know much about this character. I know it's been around for a long, long time. Yeah, but I never really knew too much about.
Tall hair, kind of jerky movements.
That's right.
I don't know. So is it one of the Red Circle or what? The Shield.
Like Archie.
Oh, it's an Archie.
I think it's an
okay.
Archie character.
I'm just not familiar with it.
Yeah, I kind of remember like a cartoon or something way long time ago.
Oh, okay.
I could be completely thinking about something else though, but I'm pretty sure I remember it.
I was thinking of the Russian dog, the Marvel character Cosmo. So, yeah. or another one,
another Cosmo,
another Cosmo. Exactly. Really. Giddy up. I love that. Okay, this is possibly one of the strangest series I will be covering this year.
Oh, and it's just the start of the year.
Yes, Exit Stage Left, the Snagglepuss Chronicles,
yeah.
number 1 of 6. Mark Russell, who wrote the Flintstones. That's right. Mark Russell, who wrote the Flintstones, is writing this, and someone by the name of Mark Feehan is drawing it. I don't know who he is. The year is 1953, and a gay Southern playwright known as Snagglepuss is a hit on Broadway. He is on Broadway. As he plans out his next hit play, he's going to find that he's the focus of the House Committee of Un-American Activities. Remember, this is around the whole time of Red Scare and whatnot.
Well, he is pink.
He is pink.
He's a pinko commie.
There is that. So, who is the person that's looking to purge show business of the most subversive voices? Which includes Snagglepuss. So we'll find out. This is easily, of all of the takes that they've done of the Hanna-Barbera characters, Scooby Apocalypse was pretty out there, but this may be even more out there. So it's a uniqueness. It's not just having them look more humanoid. It's a very different take on Snagglepuss. So if you're on board for that, it's this week that it hits. Please let me know how it is, because we're probably going to sell out faster than I'll be able to pick it up and look at it.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Coachie! Coachies?
Goat cheese.
Goat cheese.
Kosher. Koshi. Koschei. I don't know how you say this, but it's going to be cool. Costco. Bagosh. Koshi Bagosh. Number 1, Koshi the Deathless, number 1 of 6. From Dark Horse, this is Hellboy universe tie-in. Who, well, I can't spoil that.
No.
If anybody hadn't read it yet.
Yeah, we'll give them a little bit of time.
From Mike Mignola and Ben Stenbeck, always a great team. This is about Hellboy's immortal foe. This was like Baba Yaga's henchman, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, sent to kill Hellboy by the Baba Yaga in Darkness Calls. Koschei the Death. I'm going to say it different every time I see it. Hinted at a long and tragic life before being enslaved to the Russian witch. Now, Koschei
Costco
relives every horrible act on his road to immortality and beyond with none other than Hellboy himself in Hell. Mignola returns to Hell and to the bizarre folklore that's filled some of his greatest books, reuniting with one of his favorite collaborators, Ben Stenbeck. Who's also done Frankenstein Underground with him and a couple Witchfinder and Baltimore and all that kind of stuff. But I really like his art.
Yes, I love Baltimore. Probably one of my favorites. And it's not Hellboy universe.
No, it's a different. I mean, it could be.
It easily could be.
It could slide right in there.
The fact that they had to say it's not says something. But I love the whole Baltimore universe. It's one of my favorites. Another book that I was not expecting. Because it seems like I guess Marvel has their thing right now where they're retelling stories, origin stories that we kind of already knew, but I guess adding their own fresh take on it. They did that with the Inhumans, the Young Inhumans.
Yeah.
This is Rise of the Black Panther, number 1 of 6. Ta-Nehisi Coates and Evan Narcisse? I don't know. And Paul Renaud is on board. Renaud on board for the art. Always beautiful with his art. This is called The Secret Origin of the Black Panther. Some of this sounds very familiar.
Can't say anything about it.
I'm not. Black Bolt.
Well, it's a secret.
Oh, well, I'm breaking the secret there.
Ooh,
scoop. Whistleblower.
Scoop.
That's right. Just in.
We beat Bleeding Cool.
Beep, 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 beep. Just in. Young T'Challa. Young T'Challa is one day going to be king of his nation, and that day is going to happen a lot sooner than he realizes because his father T'Chaka is going to be brutally murdered by outsiders. That is people that are not Wakandans. Holland Nash. They are just too sweet. The mantle is now his, whether or not he wants it, and we're going to figure out how him stepping in as the king is going to forever change his kingdom, and we're going to figure out who his mama is, because apparently that's something that's never been covered.
Really?
That's what we're being told, and we're going to see if the Panther is going to be enough to protect his nation when all the other nations suddenly find out about Wakanda. So we're getting to see all these things that happen, never mind that Wolverine in the past has visited long before, in the early 1900s and World War II. Never mind all that. This is the now, and we are giving you a whole new secret history.
Wakanda secret.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Okay, next up.
I'm just done. I can't do anything after that.
Also from Marvel Comics, the pair that you always wanted to get back together. Not me, but most
peanut
a lot
butter
of
and
people.
jelly?
Yes. Peanut butter jelly time. Rogue and Gambit, #1. Part of Legacy. Written by Kelly Thompson, art by Pere Perez.
Pretty art.
And covers by Chris Anka. At least one of the 50 that's going to come out is by Chris Anka. Ring of Fire, Part 1. Everybody's favorite ex-couple is reunited, and boy, are they not happy about that. Kitty Pryde must send Rogue and Gambit on an undercover mission to find a group of kidnapped mutants. What they discover on this mission will shock them, but will it also bring them closer together?
Maybe. Probably.
It's a high-stakes adventure caper that only the two hottest X-Men can deliver.
Do we know if they're writing Rogue into the X-Men or the Gambit movie? Maybe that's why this is all coming about.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Possibly.
Maybe Marvel knew that they were getting them Fox before they started.
They probably had an inkling.
Something, yeah. IDW, this is the last one we have here, guys. Gives us Transformers vs. Visionaries, #1 of 5. This is by Madeline Visaggio, who has written Kim and Kim, other books as well. She's award-nominated person, and my writing's going to get the best of me. FICO. 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 Osseo.
I get FICO taken out of my taxes.
Probably sounds better than FICO. That's a little too close to something else. Come on. So this is like a totally Italian team here, Visaggio and Osseo. They are talking about Cybertron being invaded. They are being invaded by these characters by the name of the Visionaries, and they are beings with magic abilities. And we're going to figure out, are they going to be allies? Are they going to be enemies? Probably some will be allies and some will be enemies.
That's usually the way it works, and that way you can make the new toy line with good guys and bad guys.
Absolutely. I actually really liked the toys for the Visionaries when I was younger. They were fun.
I don't even remember them.
They had like a hollow part of the body with a sticker on it that was a 3D sticker. You could twist them back and forth and see the image move. They were cool. The cartoon was fun, but the cartoon, I just listened to it to remember what the theme song was. Extremely boring. We're visionaries. We have visions that are visionary. We're going to be visionary. It was really
wow
bad, but it was that art style that was with the Thundercats and Silverhawks and all those different cartoons that just had really awesome art back then.
Silverhawks was cool.
Silverhawks was awesome, and we haven't seen them crossover with anything yet. But with all of these other groups that have been crossing over with the Transformers, I would not be surprised to see Silverhawks. and I might have to pick that one up. Just saying. So those are number ones for January 3rd. I don't know if we really have a question here. What we do have...
New Year's resolution.
Yeah, New Year's resolution. I don't know. I don't ever make them. Or maybe I do and I don't.
I failed at mine last year.
What was that?
Or this year.
To try and grow your hair this long and you only grew it that long?
No, I was going to actually, have more dinner rolls with supper, but I only did that a few times. So I figured that would be an easy one to keep. But I couldn't even do that. Failed at that.
I'm going to eat 10 pounds of slop, but I was only able to eat 8 pounds of slop.
That's right.
No, the Marvel news is still rolling in with tons of stories that are being cut, being replaced, and one of the bright notes is that apparently people are liking the Captain America team.
Yeah.
And that's good for me. Good news for me, because that means we get to see more of Mark Waid and Chris Samney on board the Cap title. I didn't realize it was supposed to be a very short...
It was a 6-issue run, I think.
But
and then they've extended it through... They just said further into 2018.
2018. So I'm hoping very late 2018.
Yeah.
But my thing would be, don't get too alarmed by the Marvel cutting things here. I think we're looking at either a very hard reboot that's going to be happening, or they're just reshuffling things around.
Yeah, I mean, you have a new editor-in-chief. He's going to make changes. Some things that weren't selling well that were probably personal favorites of some of the old regime are going to probably go away, but we'll likely be back in some form or another. In all honesty, they needed to trim the fat. They needed to cut some titles because they have way too many titles
Way
out.
too many. They're putting a lot of single character titles out, and they need to do something more like DC has done with those and just make them 6-issue series.
Yeah.
Don't get the people's hopes up that, I'm a fan of Paladin. Well, Paladin's never going to sell over 10,000 or 15 or 20,000 books monthly.
Yeah.
So it's never going to be a successful title. I still say they need to do tiers with their characters, and this is an A-list tier book that we expect to sell this much. This is a B-list tier book, like a Black Widow book or something, and we're expecting it to sell this much. We're not expecting Black Widow to sell Spider-Man numbers.
Right.
But I hope in what they're doing, they're kind of trimming down some of the unnecessary titles. Multiple X-Men, multiple Avengers. The scary thing I saw some people saying or hoping for was Dan Slott coming on to write Fantastic Four.
Oh no!
Yeah, we had enough people who had things to say about Dan Slott writing Spider-Man that maybe it's time to give someone else a chance.
If that was announced, I would. I don't know. I wouldn't freak out over it because he did do some good Spider-Man stuff. He's just been on there way too long, and it's gotten stale, and it's not that good anymore.
Well, they cut.
He might have some great ideas for Fantastic Four.
Yeah, they canceled the James Robinson Fantastic Four, which I was really enjoying.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good run on it.
Well, that was part of all those politics between them and Fox and all that stuff. So even though they say it wasn't. I think it was.
But you're seeing some fast tracking of a lot of Fantastic Four stuff rolling out.
Yeah,
the purchase there. So
I imagine we'll be seeing them sooner than later.
Yeah, and possibly seeing Von Doom get disfigured again and becoming villainous. Doctor Doom again instead of Iron Doom or whatever he is.
Yeah.
So just I guess let us know what you're looking at there, guys. What you see as like promising excitement. I think taking some of these characters and putting them on teams would be a smarter move rather than trying to have them in a solo book. People can get Hawkeye and they can get America in a Young Avengers book, or if you want to give it a more, make them a Defenders or make them a Champions or give them a name of one of their other defunct titles that they're not using.
Yeah.
But something. I think would probably be a smarter move to do. It's what I've said. You don't want. I mean, they want from the point of selling books Wolverine to be on every team, but you don't want to have every team consisting of the exact same characters.
Right. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting what they do with the Avengers after the 16-part, 12-part, whatever it is.
Yeah,
where it's just one book. What's going to spin out of that, and how much is going to change with the X titles? Is X-Men Blue going away?
Yeah,
with X-Men Red coming out, and
they talk about X-Men Black possibly being something, and so they're going with all these colors. I know you're probably one of the people that would love to see something happen where we get a more classic-looking Beast and not the weird.
Yeah. I didn't like the Cat Beast, and I don't like the Gorilla Beast, and I would rather just
Beast
funky
like
haircut, Beast.
Beast and Trish Chibley.
Yeah.
Bring them back. It's happening. 2018. Make it so. Shut up, Wesley. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Guys, remember, we are Excalibur Comics. You can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on our website, ExcaliburCCG.com. You can subscribe to books that are going to be coming out that we'll list daily. Add them to your pull list. Look at the books that are new that will be coming out. Sign up for our newsletter so that you will know when we are doing something special, because every now and then Chris gets a wild hair and we do something fun.
Yep.
Beyond that, like, subscribe, share, comment, do all the things you do with the video that you know to do with the video. Anything else?
No, I'm exhausted.
Exhausted. You're exhausted. I think you need a roll. A bun. Cinnabon. Cinnabon of some sort.
Who doesn't need a Cinnabon?
I don't want to know that person. Maybe a diabetic.
Well,
there's that. That's excusable.
That's excusable.
That is. So there is that person, and I will meet them then. But the people that aren't diabetics, there's no excuse.
No. Not at all.
Don't give me a can't handle gluten thing. You eat it, and then you deal with the consequences later. So, until next time, read great comics. Comment on the video below, and we'll see you next week. Bye.